What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of Burnt. One of my very first jobs was working at In-N-Out where I ate burger after burger after burger and I still can't get enough. But nothing beats making a burger at home. So today we're gonna be making a sweet heat Hawaiian burger. And if that sounds good to you, well, let's get into it. This Hawaiian burger will absolutely impress your guests at your next get-together, whether it's a barbecue or just hanging around the house. So here's a few things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need some King's Hawaiian rolls. We're gonna wanna grab a teriyaki marinade. I'm using Kikkoman honey and pineapple glaze. You're also gonna wanna grab some Famous Dave's Devil Spit barbecue sauce, a lean beef patty, some fresh pineapple, provolone cheese, some lettuce, red onion, and some jalapeno. We're gonna be sauteing that with some soy sauce later on. Salt, pepper, garlic, and you're good to go. Now this burger is gonna have a lot of sweetness from the Hawaiian rolls, the teriyaki sauce, and the grilled pineapple. That's why it's important that we get some spice on there, like the jalapenos and the Devil Spit barbecue sauce. So when making this burger, let's go ahead and get your fresh lean patty and cover it in some salt, pepper, and garlic. All right, so now that you got your burger seasoned on both sides, let's go ahead and get on your flat top or your barbecue. Whichever one you're deciding to use is totally fine. Now let's get your onions and jalapenos cooking in some soy sauce so that we can get a nice caramelization on them. Now while your onions and your jalapenos are sauteing, let's go ahead and start glazing your beef patty with the teriyaki sauce. And don't be shy with the glaze because we want to get a lot of flavor. So we're gonna let it cook on its first side for about 3 minutes, and then we're gonna flip it over and cook it for about another 5 minutes. Since we're using ground beef, we're gonna wanna get a medium well temperature on this. So now that most of your ingredients have been cooking and your burger patty's been seasoned and glazed on both sides, let's go ahead and add your provolone cheese to start getting a nice melt on there. Now let's go ahead and add your pineapple to the grill. We wanna make sure that we don't cook it for too long because we don't wanna dry it out. Feel free to add some glaze to the pineapple to keep the moisture in there because it'll also add some more flavor. Now the final step is to get your King's buns nicely toasted on both sides, and once you've got the golden color that you want, the only thing left to do is to build your burger. Let's go ahead and get your beef patty with your beautifully melted provolone cheese and get it on top of the bottom bun. Now we're gonna add the pineapple on top of the cheese along with a hefty amount of onions and jalapenos. At this point, we're gonna take the Famous Dave's Devil Spit barbecue sauce and pour it all over your onions, pineapple, and jalapenos. We wanna get a good covering so that we get a lot of flavor from this. Now, let's go ahead and add your lettuce and your top bun and you're free to enjoy. And that is a sweet heat Hawaiian barbecue burger. It's got so many great flavor profiles. The King's rolls, the onions and the jalapenos, the teriyaki sauce, and you can't forget about the Famous Dave's Devil Spit barbecue sauce because that'll put some heat in the back of your throat. It's delicious, but it is spicy, so be careful with how much you put on there. And if you have a restaurant or a burger recipe that you love, leave that in the comments because I would love to check it out. And as always, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications bell for the next set of Burnt videos.